We talked about Mount Horeb being unbeaten tonight, led by their head coach, Brett St. Arnold. Really good start to the season for the Vikings as they are off and running in the Badger Small Conference. Meanwhile, the Goslings are part of the new conference this year, the East Central Conference. Currently Watertown standing with 1-2 record. And here we go. All right, now once again, we're going to end up turning it over here to the Watertown Marching Band led by Reed Ledoux as they perform our national anthem for us here tonight from Watertown High School. All right, so as we get underway here tonight, again, thank you for joining us for this Watertown TV broadcast. You're listening to tonight's WIAA matchup between the Watertown Goslings and the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings. Kickoff here is set for 7 p.m., which is just about 4 minutes around the corner, but it looks like we're going to get it kicked off a little early here this evening, which is always good. Tonight's WIAA officials, Brent Yagi is your referee, Kevin Zupke is the head linesman, Dave Yonke is the umpire, Robert Miller the back judge, and Michael Smirkar is the line judge tonight. Again, your Watertown Goslings are led by first-year head coach Alex Krogan as he looks for his first home win tonight. The Goslings did get a win on the road a couple of weeks ago, which was a big win for this team to build some confidence, but they did get shut out last week. Standing at 0-1 in conference play, 1-2 overall. Again, a part of the brand new East Central Conference this year. Plymouth leading the conference so far with a 3-0 overall record, 1-0 in conference play. Fort Washington has a 2-1 overall record. They're in second place at 1-0 in conference play. Beaver Dam, 2-1 overall, 0-1 in conference play in third. Watertown, 1-2 overall, 0-1 in conference play. Kettle Moraine is 2-1 overall, 0-1 in conference play. And Kewaskum is 0-3, 0-1 in conference play and last place in the East Central Division. So obviously a lot of attention tonight turning to Davis Cashin. There hasn't been much from the passing game for the Goslings so far. We'll have to see if they get a little more tonight. But in 3 games this season, Cashin only has 11 completions, 130 yards, and a touchdown to go along with 3 interceptions. So we'll have to see if the passing game gets going tonight for the Goslings. Meanwhile, for Mount Horeb-Barneveld, Brooks Hendrickson has been solid all the way around to start the season. He's got 35 completions on 67 attempts. That's a 52% completion percentage. 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. He has a 104.9 quarterback rating so far in the year. Been a great start for Brooks Hendrickson. And, of course, I would be remiss if I said he couldn't really do it without one of his receivers, Owen Ashelman, who has already tallied over 100 yards on the season with 2 touchdowns. Also, Chris Keel, who has been a big part of this team now, and he comes into tonight with 239 passing yards received on the season and 4 touchdowns. The kickoff is returned by Watertown. It is Mitchell on the return, and he is brought down just across the 20-yard line, and that is where Davis Cashin and company will start things tonight for the Goslings. I do apologize. The return was Xavier Quintero. And we'll see what the Goslings have in store tonight. So Davis Cashin, the junior quarterback, stands at 5'10", 165. His first full season as the starting quarterback for the Goslings. And here we go. Ball officially marked on the 22. And a first down. Cashin in the shotgun. Malik Mitchell is the running back to his left. They have now 3 receivers to the right. Nobody spread to the left. They run it left, and there is nowhere to go. The play was made by Eli Mayer, the sophomore linebacker who came up and made the tackle. And it's going to be a loss here for the Goslings of 2 yards, and it's going to be a 2nd down and 12. You can see that time it looked like the formation was leading everybody to the right. The Goslings thought they would fool everybody by moving everything to the left, but that did not happen. Nobody was fooled. And now it's 2nd and 12. Cashin fakes the handoff, looking for a pitch to Mitchell, and there is nowhere to go, and he's going to go backwards again, this time near the 15. Clock will continue to wind. And the Goslings are not going in the right direction. That is, once again, going to lose them some yardage here. Actually, they're going to back it up to the 14-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and 18 for the Goslings. And Watertown looking for their first home win. This is going to be a tough task, though. This Mount Horeb Vikings team, very, very good. Very well equipped, well talented. So here we go, 3rd and 18. They fake it to Mitchell, and the pitch goes outside. It's Crane, and he is driven to the ground by Chris Keel. Nowhere to go at all. And I apologize, it was Alexander David who got the carry on the end around, and the Goslings are going to send in the punting unit here on 4th and 13. So overall, just backing up all the way on that drive until the end where they got a little bit of positive yards back, but that's about it. Overall, it's a net of -3 on the opening drive, and a flag comes in. And we'll have to see what they call here.
Kickoff. False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 4th down.
So false start on Watertown will back them up 5 yards. And they'll try it again. Mount Horeb is going to get really good field position here to start things off. Cashin's punt is away. Fair catch called right around midfield by Tyrus Hastings, the senior receiver slash defensive back. And here we go. Brooks Hendrickson is making his way out for the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings as we get set for their opening drive here tonight. And again, great starting field position right at midfield. That's been an issue for the Goslings. They struggle to get yards on offense and then are unable to flip the field. So we'll see if they can improve that tonight, but so far not looking as good as they had hoped. And here we go. The throw is caught over the middle. It's going to be a first down catch. It looks like it was Joe Shutter who made the reception. They move the chains. They get a first down, and the Vikings are going to hurry up to the line. Expect this tonight from Hendrickson and this Vikings offense. They're going to give it on the ground, and not much on the carry that time for Owen Primesberger. Primesberger was a big part of this team last year as well, and Mount Horeb was up here in the booth announcing this game a year ago. And Hendrickson keeps it, and he's dropped and taken down there by Brady Crane, who made a nice play in the open field, dropping the Vikings quarterback. It's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Vikings after that first down reception. Move the chains momentarily, and now here they are with a 3rd and 4 from the 35. And looked like there was movement up front, no flag, and the stop is made up front, nowhere to go. This Goslings defense comes up big. It was Graham Wolczak who was in there to make the Nicholas Wolf in there who made the tackle. And it's 4th down and 3. They're going to line up to go for it. They're confident that they're going to get a stop here of the Goslings, but it looks like Mount Horeb is confident they're going to pick it up, but we'll see. Here we go. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hendrickson looking, trouble, pocket collapse, and he's got a man wide open, and it's caught for the touchdown. Chris Keel made the big play on defense, comes back on the first offensive drive and makes a big touchdown reception. So the Vikings strike first with 7:29 left here in the first quarter. And they're going to go for 2. We saw this last year in this matchup as well, but here they are going for 2. The handoff. And the 2-point conversion is good.
Eli Meyer is in to complete the 2-point conversion for the Vikings. Your score on Horeb-Barneveld 8, Watertown 0.
Meyer on the touchdown on the 2-point conversion that was successful there. And so Mount Horeb with an 8-0 lead, and they went for 2 a lot last year as well in this matchup, so we'll have to keep our eye out on that as well here tonight. Again, thank you for joining us this evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ethan Buss for Watertown TV. Glad you could be with us. The weather has been really warm, really nice all week here, but it might cool off a little bit here tonight, so we'll have to see exactly what it ends up looking like. Currently it's around 72 degrees. Expected to drop to around 60 tonight, so we'll see if that factors in at all eventually, but beautiful night for football, no doubt about it.
Zach McGuire says kick off the Vikings.
Kick is away, and it's going to bounce out of the end zone. And the Goslings are going to start this next possession here with a touchback, and we'll see what they can do. Ball will be placed here on the 20-yard line to begin this drive. Not so good on the first drive for the Goslings, only a -3 total gain on that drive. And they give up the touchdown on defense after looking like they were going to get off the field. Cashin, quick pass, goes outside, pass is caught, and not much here on the screen. Reception was made by Alexander David.
Cashin's pass is completed, number 10, Alexander David.
And he is dropped down just a tick past the 20-yard line by Jack Wilson and company. Going to bring up a 2nd and 9. Ball will be placed here on the 21. Yeah, so interesting to see the Goslings offense. It's been head and tails. They struggled a lot here in week 1. We were here for that game. They did end with a touchdown, something to build off of. They went on the road the following week, picked up a victory, and then they, again, last week couldn't score at all. So we'll see what happens tonight. Mitchell gets the carry here. And again, boy, Mount Horeb read it really, really well. And there is nowhere to go. Mount Horeb defensive front certainly showing their size.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
They'll say no gain officially, so it'll be 2nd down. Give me 3rd down and 9 with the ball in the 20-yard line. And the Goslings hoping to give Alex Krogan his first win as a first-year head coach at home. He did pick up his first win as a head coach on the road a couple of weeks ago. Cashin again in the shotgun. He's going to look right. Oh, bang, a dangerous throw, and it's caught somehow. And across the 30 and a 1st down. Unbelievable. Cameron Kranz hauls it in, and he moves the chains for the Vikings. Excuse me, for the Goslings. All out of sorts here to start things. I couldn't believe that pass was caught. A difficult throw, dangerous throw, but it worked. And the Goslings will move the chains. And with 5:40 and counting left here in the first quarter, we are ticking down here on this drive. Cashin again, same formation in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right to give to Mitchell. And nowhere to go. Once again, Mount Horeb is swarming to the ball. And again, it's a 1st down play that loses yardage for the Goslings. That is just difficult to recover from. The stop was made by Owen Hashelman, the senior defensive back, who came up and made the deciding blow on that tackle. 2nd down and 13. Ball's on the 29. We got everybody spread out this time. Mitchell motions back. They give it to him on the end around. He shakes 1 tackle, but he's not able to get any further. And he is stopped.
Mitchell, the ball carrier.
Not much of a gain there on the play. Like Eli Mayer was in there as well, number 29, coming up and making the tackle. It's going to be 3rd down and 15. Goslings are just unable to dig out of that lost yardage on those first couple of drives. Ball at the 27 here. Cashin comes out again in the pistol formation. He's got 2 receivers spread to the left, 2 bunch to the right. He's going to look way left, and the throw is incomplete. He overthrew his man, and the Goslings will be coming with a 4th down.
4th down, Watertown.
On the play, it looks like that pass was intended for Jonah Burlinger. And so the Goslings look like they're indicating a punt here. So again, with 4:01 remaining, drive number 2 stalls once again with lost yardage.
Hastings deep to return the Cashin punt.
Hastings is back deep to return the kick here for the Vikings. Davis Cashin remains out there as the punter, and it's blocked. A lot of pressure came in, and a scoop by Mayer, and he will score. It is a Vikings touchdown on the punt block. Goslings were looking around for maybe a block in the back flag, but there was nothing thrown. And so the touchdown will stand on the block kick, and now it looks like the Vikings are going to do what they do and attempt to go for two. Trying to make this 16-0. Last year, the kicker was actually injured, which made it seem like a reason why they were going for two, but now it just appears like they're just sticking to it. Handoff here up the middle. It looks like Mayer got it again, and I don't think he's going to get there. He is short of the line to gain, so the two-point conversion is waved off and no good. However, the score does remain 14-0. It's a two-possession game in favor of Mount Horeb-Barneveld. All right, well, we'll have to see how this one pans out here. Now, Watertown's going to get the ball right back on offense. Seemed like the Goslings were going to get off the field on that last defensive possession, and then it was the bomb from Hendrickson to Keel. That just changed everything for this game here thus far. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight, for spending your Friday night with us. Great to have you all tuning in on a beautiful night for football. So 3:50 left in the first quarter. Mount Horeb-Barneveld is set to kick it away once again. I do like to show a little trickery on the kickoff. You know, this here in the NFL, they adopted a new kickoff rule. It has not obviously transferred its way to college or to high school, but something to think about, I guess. Here's the return. It's Mitchell, and he's out across the 20. Still going, still trying to push, and a good effort here by Malik Mitchell, and he's going to get this, looks like just across the 25-yard line. So the Goslings will have good starting field position here. Let's see if they can take advantage of that. Malik Mitchell's been really good for this Goslings team early on, and I think they know they got a good player with him. He's a junior. Stands at 5'8".
First and 10 Goslings from the 27-yard line.
So Davis Cashin and company will come right back out, and we'll see what they have for us here. Again, kind of an inverted pistol formation this time. Mitchell, the running back. They fake it to him. Cashin rolling, throwing, and it's incomplete as he throws it away. And a flag's going to come in for the hit. Definitely looked like that flag was coming in. We do have an injured Viking down here on the Watertown sideline. The late hit will go against Ryan Scogan, but he is also down and hurt, and we'll just have to see what happens here. But a 15-yard penalty will give the Goslings an automatic first down. We've got to send a big thank you to the WIAA officiating crew.
During the run, personal foul, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Not a job a lot of people will volunteer to do, and obviously got to give them a big thank you here for their contributions tonight. Chains are moving up to the 42-yard line. That is where the Goslings will have a new set of downs. Well, and you hope Ryan Scoggin is okay. He is back to his vertical base here, but still having trouble putting pressure on his left leg, and he's going to be taken out, and hopefully he'll be okay. Never want to see that, especially at this level. It's a fun game to play, but it is dangerous as well. And injuries happen all the time, but you just hope Ryan will be okay. Shotgun formation here for Cashin. Mitchell comes across in motion. Mitchell will not get it. It's Cashin keeping it. He's just going to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. He does, and maybe picks up an extra yard or two. All the way over to the left sideline.
Davis Cashin on the carry.
And we'll see where they mark it here for Cashin, the junior quarterback. Looks like they maybe moved it up 1 yard. At least from my vantage point. Scoreboard still says 2nd and 10, but it looks more like a 2nd and 9 from the 43. And here we go, Davis Cashin again in the pistol. He almost jumped off sides himself, floats it, incomplete, almost intercepted. Dangerous throw again. Franz unable to haul it in. Always a scary throw going all the way across to the near sideline here. And sometimes you're just better off thinking twice about making a throw like that, but it falls incomplete. No interception for Tyrus Hastings. I think he thought he had a walk in there. Again, the Goslings coming in at 1 and 2. All part of the new East Central Conference. A lot has changed with these conferences over the years. For a long time, it was the Little 10 here, and a lot of good conference games in the Little 10 that always felt a little more personal. And now with the conference changes, maybe a little less, but still get the opportunity to try and prove yourself against some good teams here in the new East Central Conference. Again, Cashin ends up in the pistol formation. 3 receivers to the right. Mitchell is the running back behind him. Deep throw, incomplete. Over the head of
Cashin's pass intended for
Alexander David, the sophomore receiver. And it's 4th and 9, and it looks like the Goslings are going to punt it away once again. Now, at least this time they might be able to flip the field, make it a little difficult for the Vikings to come up with a play here. 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. One of the new installments that we see this year is there's actually a TV on the sideline. So after every drive, we see Watertown come over and the offense sits down and they're actually looking at this TV. They're able to watch back some of the plays. It's really interesting, and you see the NFL with the tablets and everything like that. So I don't know, it's just a new part of the game. That kick is going to go out of bounds. He got it away before the blockers got there. Looked like Cashin might have been close to being blocked again, but they do flip the field at least. And Mount Horeb is going to have to start. See where the official marks it here. Always hard to tell. They're walking the ball all the way up here to the 49. Oh, it looked like it went out a little past that, but always appears to look a little further than they end up marking it. But it's 1st and 10 at the 49. And Cashin just fortunate to get rid of that play. Hendrickson, it's a screen, and not much here going. Nice play made on the outside by Brady Crane.
Tackled by Brady Crane. Second down for the Vikings.
It was Chris Keel who was set up in the screen that time. Shotgun formation for Hendrickson. They give it away this time, and a really nice run on the play by Owen Preemsberger, and he brings it out close to the 35-yard line, and we'll see. They're going to mark it at the 34, close to the 34. It's a 1st down. And Mount Horeb will move it again. Pass from Hendrickson, the lefty, out to the right sideline and tackle it out of bounds by Brady Crane. A gain about 6 or 7. We'll see where they end up marking it here.
Hendrickson's pass is complete for Chris Keel.
It's Keel again in there on the reception.
Gain of about 6 on the play. 2nd and 4.
We'll give him 6. We'll call it a 2nd and 4. The quick screen again outside. First down picked up and more. And down the sideline is Chris Keel into the end zone and a touchdown for the Vikings.
Henderson's pass is complete once again.
Man, oh man.
He is in for the Viking touchdown.
Just a quick screen play, and Mount Horeb takes advantage of the man coverage and waltzes down the field. The 2nd touchdown of the day for Chris Keel. And he's definitely the guy. When you look at this team, when you look at Brooks Hendrickson, the quarterback, all stands at 6'3". He's got a really nice throw. They're going to go for it again, trying to get the 2. They're going to go through the air, and it is caught. What a catch in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. Looked like it was Hayden Anderson who made the grab, the tight end. And just like that, it's 22-0 Mount Horeb-Barneveld with 1:41 remaining here in the first quarter. It almost feels like the game a couple of weeks ago, but kind of a short memory in this game. Come out every week with a fresh start. That win I was talking about, the Goslings went to Waukesha South on Friday, August 30th. Picked up a win, 34-32, gave Coach Krogan his first win. And then last week again struggled offensively and lost on the road at Sauk Prairie 44-0. This doesn't get much easier for this team here. They got a tough division. Mount Horeb-Barneveld this week. They go to Kewaskum next week before they come back here for 2 home games against Plymouth and then Beaver Dam the following week. So 2 of the teams that have stuck around from that Little 10 conferences, Watertown and Beaver Dam. This kick is away. Mitchell is going to return it just inside the 10. Trying to find some blockers and make some moves, and looks like it'll be a stalemate right around the 21-yard line. We moved it up closer to the 22, where the near official is running in, but we'll see where they officially mark it as we start drive number 3 for the Goslings. 1:28 remaining here in the first quarter. So far, Cashin, a couple of big completions. Near interceptions, but completions nevertheless, and hopefully
Watertown from the 23-yard line.
we can start to see those throws starting to grow and more confidence starting to grow. Goslings have 4 men in the backfield this time. Cashin will give it to Mitchell, and he will try to bounce it to the outside. There's just not much there. Maybe he got a yard or 2. They're going to say maybe 2 up to the 20, and that's about it.
Gain of 2 on the play, and it's 2nd and 8 for Watertown.
It's going to be 2nd and 8 coming up for the Goslings. Yeah, like I said, beautiful night for football, no doubt, and the cold weather is right around the corner, so enjoy it while you can. Again, 4 men in the backfield, and the give is to Mitchell, and there is nowhere to go. They read that one once again beautifully in Mount Horeb. Led by Eli Meyer on the stop. Moves this ball back about a yard. They'll give them back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like. It'll be a 3rd and 8. Looks like they put the ball at the 24, though. It looked more like a 3rd down and 9. Scoreboard still indicating 3rd and 8. That is, I guess, what we'll call it. Pistol formation. Cashin has to roll and throw, and there's just nowhere to go. Alexander David made the catch, but once again, great defense by this Vikings team. Looked like it was Tyrus Hastings who came up from the safety position to make the tackle. And that's going to end the first quarter. So at the end of 1, Mount Horeb-Barneveld 22, Watertown nothing. And a 4th down play coming up here to start quarter number 2. Well, a lot of the same of what we saw here in the first week of the season against Milton. Just not much offense generated here in the first quarter for the Goslings. Meanwhile, good starting field position almost all the way across the board for Mount Horeb, and they have capitalized. Also had the block punt. Set them up in perfect position. Had another touchdown. So 22-0 is our score. And so far, it's pretty safe to say that Brooks Hendrickson has showed up as advertised. Left-handed, 6'3" quarterback, very talented. Certainly one of the guys to look out for in that Badger Small Conference. And I would say he gives Mount Horeb a really good shot at making a nice run this year. Of course, we'll have to see how that all plays out, but they're off to a great start, 3-0. Gotta imagine the Goslings knew this was going to be a tough game tonight. Again, just trying to find things to learn off of, build off of, and hopefully, eventually they will put together a nice season. So here we go, second quarter about to get underway. Davis Cashin remains in the game to punt it away for the Goslings. Already had one punt blocked. This one is gonna fall way short of the 50, and it's fumbled, but it looks like the Vikings fell on it. And so they get a lucky bounce. Man, oh man. Oh, Horeb avoiding danger. Looked like Cal Odgers was there on the recovery.
For the Vikings.
The kick ended up a lot shorter than they were expecting it to be. Like Tyrus Hastings was coming in and he couldn't believe that it was shy of the 50. Meanwhile, it's going to be at the 46 officially, and that is where the Vikings will start this drive. Hendrickson and the offense bring it back out on the field. Lefty looks, throws left side. Oh, he had a man wide open and it's dropped incomplete, intended for Cal Odgers.
Hendrickson's pass intended that
And it's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 for the
These have a
Vikings.
lot of weapons on this team. We mentioned Owen Creamsberger, the running back, the senior running back. Chris Keel already with 2 touchdowns. It's a reverse to Keel on the end around. Goslings had it read nicely. Beautifully done by this Goslings defense, and they get the stop. Looks like it was Ethan Relo who was in there making the tackle.
For the Goslings.
Very well done by the junior.
Third and 11.
And now it's 3rd and 11, and this is a really good opportunity for the Goslings to get off the field here. We'll see if they can do it. Hendrickson pauses to look over to his sideline, get the call. They'll take their time with this play call. Goslings have been in this position before tonight and been unable to get the stop. We'll see if that changes this time. Hendrickson in the shotgun. The back moves over to his left. Hendrickson throwing, has a man, it's caught far sideline and dragged down. Catch was made by Chris Keel.
Hendrickson's pass is complete to
Well, it looks
Keel.
like he's about maybe a yard or two shy of the first down. They're going to line up,
Fourth down for the Vikings.
and I think they're going to go for it, but who knows? Certainly looks like that is the case here, but a lot of confusion. Hendrickson running back over to the huddle now. We've seen them run with this hurry-up offense quite a bit. They're going to try to get the Goslings here on 4th and 2. Ball on the 37. 10 minutes, 18 seconds left here in the second quarter. The handoff is right up the middle, and judging by the far official, it looks like they are going to give them the first down and move the chain as that ball ends up across the 35, and that's exactly what will happen.
Play results in a first down.
It was Eli Meyer in there on the carry. So a fresh set for the Vikings on 1st and 10. Ball at the 35 and a half, I suppose. Give or take. Creamsberger, the running back, next to Hendrickson. He takes a hit, and it's intercepted on the left sideline. All the way down the field now. It's Crane. He's going to go to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Watertown. A pick six by Brady Crane puts the Goslings on the board. And what a big touchdown it is. The Goslings are going to come out to add an extra point, or at least attempt to add an extra point here. Colton Stye, the kicker.
Colton Stye will attempt the point after.
The sophomore. The kick is up, and it is good. Wow, what a turn of events. Hendrickson hit and intercepted. And just like that, it is 22-7 with 9:37 left here in the second quarter. Big time play. They are fired up on this Gosling sideline, as they should be. You get a young team and you get a play like that, that is exactly what you want it to be. Gosling's defense is playing hard tonight. You got to give them credit. They've given up a couple of big plays, but it has been worth it. As they are playing hard on the outside, especially the defensive backs playing really good here so far. The crazier things have happened. There's no doubt about it. And now the Brady Crane chance from the student section. Absolutely. A junior defensive back. Big time play. We'll see if that shifts the momentum, maybe fires up the crowd even more. Now, one thing that Coach Krogan had said before the season started, or that every position was open, every position was really unknown who was going to play and step up. And when you have a young team, you can't expect things to be a well-oiled machine right away, and it's about the process. And it looks like the Goslings have bought into that. They're giving everything they have. Hopefully to get some more positive results in the win column in the near future. Colton Stye lines up, and he will send it away here for the Goslings. It's a squib onside, it looks like. And we got a flag down. The ball might not have...
Flag on the play.
Might have been a man moving ahead of time. We'll see what the call is by the officials. I had a feeling something might be up. They were taking a while to get the call in. They are going to back him up. Watertown lined up offsides there, and we'll re-kick. Try it again. We'll see if they once again go with the onside, or if they try to send it deep. The Vikings are lining up as if they're expecting onside this time.
Colt Stye sets the kickoff for the Goslings.
And we'll see. When you get momentum shifting, you try to keep it in any way you can, and at this level you can still pull off one of those surprise onside kicks. No longer in the NFL, but you can try it here. And they're going to do it again. This is a long kick. It's going to go out of bounds. And so a flag will more than likely come in for that, unless they fell on it before it went out of bounds.
Jack Wilson falls on the Colton Stye kickoff.
Looks like he did. I'm not sure why. Should have just let that ball go out of bounds.
Horeb-Barneveld begin their drive.
Had he done that, it would have been a penalty. So really surprising there. So the position that they'll start is the 35. 1st and 10 for Mount Horeb-Barneveld. 9:32 left. Pressure coming again. Hendrickson looking deep again, and it's incomplete. Chris Keel again, the intended receiver.
Hendrickson's pass intended for Keel is incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
Flag is down. We'll have to see what that is. Mount Horeb is backing up as if it's on them.
During the play, holding, offense,
a hold on Mount Horeb. And again, that's a win for the Goslings. This is the worst field position the Vikings have had all day. At their own 25. First and 20. Hendrickson in the shotgun again. Quick slant. And again, we praise those defensive backs, but once again, this time, getting away and all the way down the sideline is Chris Keel, and it's a touchdown for the Vikings. The third of the day for Chris Keel on 1st and long. The officials are maybe getting together to discuss if he stepped out. Looks like they will say no. And as they usually do, it looks like they're going to go for 2. Well, as said before, worst starting field position all day, but still able to get a nice gain out of it and end up scoring the touchdown. So Mount Horeb gets backed up, no problem. And we'll see earlier lineup to go for 2. We'll see, but they're looking a little confused out there on the field. They are going to go. And now a flag comes in.
Before the penalty, timeout.
We're going to call a timeout. Try to figure out this play, try to get it right before the 2-point conversion. Well, what a game here. Looks like the momentum was going to shift for a moment, just a moment, is how quickly Mount Horeb responded with that quick screen. And really the defenders for Watertown have played really well, but that was just one where they missed it. It's good blocking by the Vikings. And Horeb trying to make it 30-7. And we'll see if they're able to do it. I'm still kind of enamored here by this TV on the sideline. It's such a new thing. I'm really surprised that they do it, but certainly got to be a helpful thing instead of not being able to review the plays. But here we go. Mount Horeb lining up for 2. Hendrickson in the shotgun. Creamsberger to his right. The throw is caught, and the 2-point conversion is good. It's Zach McGuire, the senior tight end, who makes the reception for the Vikings, and just like that, it is 30-7 in favor of Mount Horeb. That Brady Crane interception got this crowd fired up, and how quickly the momentum goes right back to the Vikings. Again, thank you for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen, sitting and joining your Friday night with us. It's a really nice night for football. It's certainly a little sticky up here in the booth, but we're surviving up here. 9:15 remains before halftime. Remember that Reed Ledoux will lead the Watertown High School marching band out onto the field for halftime tonight. So that is certainly something to look forward to. Also see the Watertown Blue Review at halftime. Brett St. Arnold, the head coach for the Martin Horeb Vikings, has done a really good job with this program, and they're going to be a tough one to beat on any given night. And like I said, the Goslings can force a mistake like they did before. I mean, that's a big win. Trying to get some momentum and confidence. So here we go. Zach McGuire is going to line up, and he will send this one away. And watching that one go
McGuire's kickoff is
out of bounds is Brady Crane. The Goslings will start on the 20-yard line. See if their offense can get some momentum going here. Again, it's been a bit of a tough go so far offensively, but sometimes it just takes one drive to change everything, and we'll see if they can put that together here. 1st and 10, ball on the 20-yard line. Cashin in the inverted pistol, he keeps it. Pressure coming. Throws up a duck, and Mitchell has it at the 40, and he's going to haul it in, and they're going to drag him down at the 48-yard line. And they'll mark it at the 47. Goodness gracious. What a heads-up play by Davis Cashin. He had to get rid of it. Floats it up for his running back, and he makes the catch. The Goslings move the chains. Definitely the best we have seen Davis Cashin on some of these plays tonight. He comes up with a big one there. First and 10, ball on the 47-yard line. Cashin gives to Mitchell. Stutter steps for a moment. Maybe a yard. We'll see where they mark it.
Mitchell on the carry for the Goslings. Gain of 1 on the play. This is 2nd down.
2nd down and 9 coming up for the Goslings. Minutes remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Again, inverted pistol formation here for Cashin. He keeps it, and he pitches it. Oh my, what a tackle made here on the near sideline. That is Max Grundhall who makes the tackle, and he does so very aggressively.
Connor clutched the ball carrier that time for
and
the
that might have
He's tackled by Zach
given them
McGuire.
maybe a yard. Connor Clutch was the carrier that time. Could be a 3rd down and 9. Ball still on the 48-yard line. Cashin in the pistol again, low snap, throws outside, pass is caught, trying to fight and get everything he can. On the reception there is Caden Holden. You gotta wonder if Alex Krogan is thinking about going here. They've not brought the punt unit out yet on this 4th down. And they might as well. You know, this has been a day where they've given Mount Horeb some pretty good field position all day, and so why not give it a try? Fourth and 4. And here we go. Flags coming in here, it looks like. Or do we get a timeout? I think we get a timeout.
Time. Watertown.
Alex Krogan wants to talk it over. See if they decide to go or change their mind here. But nonetheless, the Goslings looking to get something going. 7 minutes, 4 seconds remaining here before the half. And again, like I mentioned before, Reed Ledoux and the Watertown Marching Band will make their way down to the field. They are right in front of us here in the bleachers, having some fun tonight. Rally this Watertown team to a comeback. right, here we go. 4th and 4. See if they pick it up. Cashin, quick screen, trouble. Not much room. And they're not going to get it. It's going to be stopped around midfield, and Mount Horeb will take over. Kind of one of those things where you might as well try it and see what happens. In this case, they end up not converting, and so Mount Horeb, well, they'll mark them at the 49. That is where they're going to start their next drive here with 6 minutes, 55 seconds left here in the second quarter. Hendrickson is in the shotgun. They fake the give, and they toss it outside. That is the tight end. Oh, my. Lays down the shoulder, but a big play by Hayden Anderson, the junior tight end. Moves this ball down. And it's going to bring up about a 2nd and 3 or 4. Hendrickson again going back outside. Same play call, and this time there is nowhere to go. Gosling's read it nicely again. They've tried these quick screen plays. It's worked on a couple of occasions, but that time it did not. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Brady Crane was in there again on the tackle. He's been all over the field defensively. Hendrickson in the shotgun. The give is to Preemsberger, and he has got a 1st down and more. Mount Horeb is going to move the chains once again.
Preemsberger the ball carried that time for the Vikings. Tackled by Jared Lacey. The play was a 1st down.
There's Lacey in there on the tackle. Jeremy Lacey for the Goslings. Hendrickson looking, blitz coming. He's just going to throw it away wisely. And it's going to be 2nd down. Pressure coming. Good job by the Goslings defense that time.
Second and 10 for the Vikings.
There we go, 2nd and 10. The handoff goes to Preemsberger, and he will get a nice gain here. Just moving the chains. Going to be about a couple of yards shy, it looks like, of the line to gain. It'll be about 3rd down or 2 or 3.
3rd down for the Vikings.
Officially, we'll call it 2 at the 28. The handoff to Preemsberger again. He's got the 1st down. And once again, they're going to move the chains here. Hurry-up offense has been very effective for
1st down
Mount Horeb. They're going to keep trying it, it looks like. Hendrickson back to the air. Looking, the throw is caught. It is Chris Keel, who is wrapped up on the outside by Xavier Quintero. And 2nd down coming up. Looks like a 2nd and about 4 or 5. Two backs in the backfield, one to the left, one to the right now. Hendrickson. Haven't seen this formation much from them tonight. They give it on the ground. And just a couple of yards that time for Preemsberger, but not a lot. Pretty good gain considering it looked like Matthew Mahoney, the only tackle, the senior tackle, was the only one out there really pushing the pile. 3rd down and 4 for Mount Horeb. Hendrickson again lines up in the same formation with the one back to the left, one to the right. They give it to Chris Keel, and he reverses tune, and he might pick it up here. It is close. And he is going to be short.
Chris Keel, the ball carrier.
And knowing Mount Horeb, they're going to go for it. Caden Holden came in and made the tackle for the Goslings, but it looks like a 4th and about 2, and I don't think it doubted anybody's mind from the 12-yard line. Barneveld is going to go for it. Hendrickson takes a step back, looks over to the sideline to get the play call. See if the Goslings can get a big stop here in the red zone on 4th and 2. Hendrickson, quick pass, it's Keel. They went right back to the slant, and he walks it in again for his 4th touchdown of the night.
Brooks Hendrickson's pass is completed before Chris Keel, and he is in the end zone for the Viking touchdown.
Boy, Chris Keel is putting on a show here tonight. It's his 2nd touchdown on a screen like that. And I don't want to say I jinxed the Gosling defensive backs. They were playing really well, but just on a couple of screens given up have cost them a couple of touchdowns. And per usual, it looks like the Vikings are lining up to possibly go for 2. .355 left here before halftime. Hendrickson stays in the shotgun this time. Running back to his right. 2 receivers spread. The ball almost hit the ground. Preemsberger trying to sneak it in, and he does. What a cut by Preemsberger. And the 2-point conversion is good. And it's 38-7, Mount Horeb-Barneveld. It's 3:35 left, and boy, it's drives like that are hard. When you get to a 4th down, you're unable to get the stop defensively. That makes it really challenging. That's what we saw that time. Once again, at halftime, Reed Ledoux will bring the Watertown marching band down to the field. Well, so far it is looking like Mount Horeb is well on their way to a 4-0 start, and they have played extremely well. Zach McGuire back to send it away here for the Vikings. And this kick will go out of the end zone for a touchback. So Watertown will get a chance at the 20-yard line with 3 minutes, 55 seconds left before half. Let's see if the Goslings can build on something here before we hit our halftime show here tonight. Yeah, we mentioned it before, but it is not easy. A new head coach, almost an entirely new position group, all the way around. Certainly going to be a challenge. You just hope that there are moments to take and learn from, and that is what Coach Krogan is hoping here. Cashin gets the snap. He launches it up as he's hit, and it's incomplete over the head of Cameron Kranz across midfield, and so it'll bring up a 2nd and 10. And why not take a shot? Cameron Kranz, the big tight end, the senior. Kranz has been involved quite a bit in this offense in years past. And obviously they're trying to get him involved here. The band has now made their way down to the track, so they will be gearing up for a halftime performance. Cashin's going to line up again in the pistol formation. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Cashin gets the snap, throws right side, far right side. And did he catch it? Yes, he did. Boy, tough grab.
Cash's pass is
Hayden Holden hauled it in nicely.
Hayden Holden. Third down for the Goslings.
And that's going to bring up a third down. And we'll say right now about 6. The ball is on the 24-yard line. It is going to be a 3rd and 6 officially. Here we go. See if they can get something going. 3 minutes, 10 seconds and counting left here before the half. Defense shifts. Cashin gets the snap. Rolls to his left. Throws it up. He's got a man, and he overthrew it by a touch. It's Alexander David, the intended target, and Cashin just could not hit him in stride.
Ball's incomplete. Fourth down.
And now it's going to be 4th and 6. See if they punt it away or if they just decide to give it a go. And here comes the punting unit. They are going to send it away. Back to return this one once again is Tyrus Hastings. Fumbled a punt return before, and luckily for Mount Horeb it was recovered. Cashin's almost been blocked on several occasions tonight. He was blocked once. That led to a touchdown for the Vikings. 4th and 6. Cashin sends it away. That ball is going to drop short of the 50-yard line, and the Goslings will down it near the 48-yard line. And so Mount Horeb will once again start with good field position. Once again, thank you for tuning in tonight. I'm Ethan Buss. You're listening to this Watertown TV production. We're here at Watertown High School as the Goslings host the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Vikings. And we hope that you're all staying safe tonight. It is a Friday the 13th after all. You believe in that type of thing. It's one of those weird days, but nonetheless. Shotgun formation for Hendrickson as he lines up. They fake the handoff to Preemsberger, and flags are down. The sack is in, and the Goslings get a big play here. I'll have to see what the flag is, but I think Mount Horeb's going to back up here. Like a hold. Quite a bit of Goslings hit home at that time. Jeremy Lacey was in there. Like Ryan Johnson Gaines was also in. It is a hold.
10-yard penalty.
And they'll back it up. Now this happened before, but then Mount Horeb had the quick screen. It was a 1st and 20. It was a quick screen to Chris Keel, and he ran it all the way down for a touchdown. So the Goslings, I would think, have to look out for that this time around as well. Oh, they did try it again. Whistles blew. See what the official has to say here. Coach Krogan call a timeout or? Play clock right now is at 2:44. Still waiting for word from the official on what is going on. Now they're backing up. Play, let's see what the official says.
Holding. Offense. Penalty is declined. Result of play, 2nd down.
Okay, so they was holding on the offense. Actually, I'm not sure how that was all confusing there. Nonetheless, it's going to be a 2nd down. The screen goes out to the tight end. And just trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but not much luck for Hayden Anderson. Wow. I mean, I don't know what happened on that previous ball. Still trying to figure it out. They called a hold, but then they moved the ball forward. Third and 11. Maybe they wanted to take the down from the previous hold. Hendrickson steps up, rolls. He lost the football. The ball is loose. Flag comes in. And Preemsberger is touchdown. Flag came in back by the quarterback. It's going to be a hold again. Coach Krogan just signaled to decline it, and I think they will. If they do, it'll bring a fourth down. The ball ended up back all the way past the 40, and again, still looking on to Coach Krogan. I think he said he indicated to decline. This might be the first punt of the day we see for Mount Horeb.
Eagle batting.
Right? It is decline. They're going to move the ball back here to the 36-yard line. That's where the ball ended up. Remember, it was a fumble. Preemsberger landed on it. And so this will be the first punt of the day for the Mount Horeb Vikings. I really think they have no choice. The kick is sailing. It's a good kick. It's going to bounce out of bounds. Looks like that was near the 15, but we'll see the official running up closer to the 20. And so it looks like that is where they will spot it. Near the 19 or 20. So a good punt for Mount Horeb and Zach McGuire. But if they're having the success they're having tonight, you don't blame them for going for it multiple times. But that was a fourth and way long. Would have needed quite a bit to pick that one up. So here we go, first and 10 for the Goslings. A minute 48 left before halftime. Cashin comes out in the shotgun. He's got two receivers to his right, one to the left. Mitchell, the running back. They fake it. Cashin keeps it. And he's going to get it out close to the 25. I thought we might see a little more of this, where we see Cashin keep it. And that just hasn't been the case. And I think it's one of those things you want to establish early, is the read option play. We haven't been able to do that here so far, but they tried it there. They pick up 4. It's 2nd and 6. Pass is caught by Kranz near the 30. They'll say he got out across the 30, just slightly to the 31. And the clock is still moving. But they will stop it for a moment for the first down pickup. Cashin in the pistol. Quick pass outside again. Dangerous throw. It's incomplete. Pass was intended for Caden Holden. So 2nd and 10 coming up here from the 31. .3 seconds remaining here before the half. Again, getting any points before the half is a win for this Goslings team. 3 receivers spread to the right, 1 now to the left. Again, in pistol formation for Cashin. He gets the snap. Blitz coming. He slides underneath. Now he's going to tuck it, and he's going to run it. Cashin will run it out of bounds. And he's got a first down for the Goslings. They're going to move the chains once again as they get it near the 45-yard line. And again, that's something that I'm surprised we haven't seen a little more of, is a quarterback keeper type of look. And again, that time nobody open. Cashin wisely tucked it down and took off. That'll move the ball. Well, they officially mark it at the 43. And a fresh set with 52 seconds remaining before halftime. So some success on this drive for the Goslings. See if they can get some points out of this. Mitchell the back and the pistol once again. It's a pitch. Oh, it's for what exactly happened? I apologize. The Crowns had it.
Cashin's pass is complete to Kronz.
The window was blocking my view. It's the first time I've said that. Usually I'm maneuvering around it, but I could not get it that time. They do move the ball up
2nd and 6 for Watertown.
close to the 47-yard line. And 2nd and 6 will be coming up here for the Goslings. 46.2 seconds. In case you're wondering, the Goslings do have 2 timeouts remaining. I haven't had to use them yet on this drive, which is good. And they're moving it. Cashin again gets the snap. He steps up. He glides forward. He's trying to get to the sideline. Oh, he's close. He's not going to get out of bounds, but he does have the first down, which will stop the clock at least momentarily. While they move the chains, you would think. And they will stop at 38.1 seconds left here. Goslings are hurrying up to the line quickly. The clock will run now that the chains are set. They got to hurry. 31 seconds left. Cashin gets the snap. Looks left side, throws it up to nobody, and it's incomplete. And that'll at least save a timeout. 25.7 seconds left. It'll be a 2nd and 10 for the Goslings. Ball is remain placed here at the 46. Goslings really got to capitalize on this. Not a lot of time left to do it, but they still have 2 timeouts in their pocket, so we'll see. But really good clock management here so far on this drive. Really smart decisions by Davis Cashin. And now here we go. 2nd and 10 from the 46. Cashin looks left side. Definitely can't take a sack. He's going to take off. He's going to run it. He's going to try to get to the far sideline. He's got a first down, and he runs it out of bounds with 17.1. We may have found a secret weapon here in this Watertown offense. Maybe let Davis Cashin run and see what happens, hey. So 17.1, they're going to move the ball all the way up near the 35-yard line with 17.1 seconds left. First and 10. Cashin in the pistol. Pressure coming. Looks deep left side. The throw is incomplete. That ball threw him out of bounds.
Cashin's pass intended for Holden. He's incomplete, out of bounds.
And incomplete with 11.8. I mean, it's good to get rid of the ball quick, especially if you don't see a play. I mean, especially with very little time left here now, 11.8. Maybe you have time to get a couple quick plays off, but you either got to get to the sideline or call that quick timeout. They do have 2 in their pocket. Like I said, really good time management here on this drive for Watertown. And preserve those 2 timeouts maybe just for the final seconds here. And if they can score before halftime, that is going to be huge for this team's confidence, you would think. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Cashin again in the pistol. All-out blitz coming. He's going to roll way back to his right. And he's got to throw it down the field. And it's incomplete. 4.8 seconds remaining on the clock here before halftime.
Cashin's pass intended that time for number 14, Connor Clutch, falls incomplete.
Connor Clutch was the intended receiver. All right, so really not a lot of time here. And that's a smart move for Coach Krogan to call a timeout here, even though the clock was stopped, just to get a play call, figure out what you're going to do with these last 4.8 seconds. The band has been waiting patiently over to my left here on the track, and they are moving the drums up a little bit to fire up this crowd during the timeout. I remember those days as an old bandmate out there, waiting patiently to get onto the field, cramping up, all that good stuff. Sweating, you know how it is. They did not have those nice band uniforms back in the day when I was here, though. I am a little jealous of that, but I will say, 3rd and 10 coming up, 4.8 seconds left before halftime. We'll see what they decide to do. This is a tough, I don't know what we would consider field goal range here, but I think they're going to have to get a lot closer. Uh-oh, low snap. Cashin just throws it up in the air, says a prayer. David has it, and he's got it for the touchdown. Oh my goodness. What kind of play was that? That is unbelievable. Huge for this team to get a score before halftime. And now Colton Stye will try to add the extra point. Perfect time management, really well executed, and a touchdown right before half for the Goslings makes it 38-14, and that has fired up this team and the crowd as we roll into the half. All right, we're going to take a slight break. A lot of things coming up here at halftime. We have the Blue Review. We have the Watertown Marching Band led by Reed Ledoux. You'll get a break from hearing me, which is maybe good. And we'll take a pause to listen to our halftime festivities. Again, 38-14 in favor of Mount Horeb-Barneveld over the Watertown Goslings here at halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I draw your attention to the track at midfield where we will kick off our halftime entertainment by a performance by the defending Division I hip-hop state champions, Watertown Blue Review. Tonight, the Gosling Marching Band celebrates Band Night. The Goslings will open with a preview of their 2024 field show, the Lost City, and then welcome the Riverside Middle School 8th grade band to the field for their first ever marching experience. Tonight's excerpt of the Lost City features music by Satoshi Yagasawa and Oconomowoc composer Rick Kirby. Goslings will perform their entire show in 2 weeks at their first competition of the season, Waukesha South's March Fest. The Watertown High School Marching Band is under the direction of Chad Martin and Reed Ledoux, with color guard coaches Shannon Schultz, Evelyn Clyde, and Jeremy Boutine. The band is led by drum majors Lauren Patty Nass, Tyra Polkinghorn, and Alexa Muza. Here is the Pride of Watertown Gosling Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the RMS 8th grade band to the field. Tonight they will be performing a few of their favorite pet band selections for you. The 1966 Wilson Pickett hit, Land of a Thousand Dances, and Walk the Moon's Shut Up and Dance. Ladies and gentlemen, one more applause for the Pride Watertown Gosling Marching Band. IMS 8th grade band. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue Youth Night by recognizing the Watertown Youth Football Program. We want to welcome the future of Watertown football to the field. Watertown Youth Football is a non-profit organization with the goal of teaching the fundamentals of football and teamwork and to help develop life skills on and off the field. The youth program could not exist without the tireless effort of so many volunteers. Thank you to everyone who has a part in making Watertown Youth Football great. Now I want to welcome to field the 5th grade team. Head coach David Henry, assistant coach Nate Deaton, and Christian Robles. Next we welcome both of the 6th grade teams. Head coaches Nick Lawrence and yours truly Eric Nagel. Assistant coaches Mike Bean, Jason Beeson, Joe Krieger, and Katie Bader. Next, we welcome the 7th grade team. Head coach Owen Walsh, assistant coaches Cody Kaufman, Corey Kruger, and Tim Stanky. And finally, we welcome to the field the 8th grade team. Head coach Tim Witt, assistant coaches Landon Fent, Rob Fredrickson, and Lauren Miller. Thank you again to all the coaches and volunteers that make up our great program. For more information or to get involved, you can visit watertownyouthfootball.org.
Nobody was hurt. Except for him. We're down. We're definitely not hurt. But when it comes to real estate, nobody will work harder than I do. We're a Watertown family-owned and operated business. And for 25 years, it's been an honor to serve you, providing platinum service and platinum results. We'd be honored to serve you.
General Tire, Hickey speaking. Chad.
22 this year! 22!
Insurance, weather, tires. About golf again.
back here live at Watertown High School. We're about to get set for the second half of play. Mount Horeb-Barneveld leads the Goslings in the first half 38-14, and so we'll have to see if the Goslings can turn things around. It was a great ending to the half for Watertown, though. They ended with the touchdown from Cashin to David, which has been a nice connection tonight. We'll have to see if the Goslings can capitalize. Mount Horeb will start with the ball first, as both teams will finish their warm-ups here. Again, thank you for joining us tonight in Watertown for this matchup between the Watertown Goslings and the Mount Horeb Vikings. Mount Horeb-Barneveld looking to move to 4-0 on the season. Watertown looking to even their record at 2-2. Not going to be an easy task here tonight, though, but we'll see what they can pull off in the second half. Our clock is winding down. Student section is almost ready to go again, and we'll see if the Goslings can take advantage of that momentum they gained at the end of the half here in half number 2. I feel a little bit of this Goslings team growing day by day, and you feel that they're getting better and better. We'll have to see if they can carry on that end of the half momentum. Meanwhile, on the other side, Chris Keel has been a monster for the Vikings. 4 touchdown receptions here in the first half. Just an incredible game for him. Really, the Goslings have gotten burned on that screen pass more than once. We'll have to see if they can prevent that here. So Colton Stye is going to set the ball on the tee, and he's going to get ready to kick it away here for Watertown. .24 down, 24 minutes to go as we get set for the second half kickoff here from Gosling Stadium in Watertown. Connor Stye, they do an onside kick and instantly recovered by Mount Horeb-Barneveld, trying to take them off guard once again. But it's Harrison Walker who fell on it. A little surprised by that. They might have had an opportunity here to at least pin Mount Horeb deep, which they haven't done very often tonight. That might have been a mistake to try the onside kick. In that moment, it's going to give them good field position at the 50. Yeah, actually they'll mark it back at the 47-yard line, and that is where we will start this second half. Brooks Hendrickson in the gun. He gives the handoff here to Preemsberger, who's still on his feet and finally brought down after a gain that brings him across the 50. And he'll get a good chunk, 5 or 6 on the play. Gonna bring up a second down here for the Vikings. Officially give him 6. Hendrickson in the gun. Now he's going to look over to the sideline, get the play call. Hendrickson, the give, goes to Preemsberger, and he is wrapped up underneath. Really good job. It looked like it was Nathan Potsma who was in there on the tackle, number 60, and it was. Senior defensive lineman. Third down. And we'll say 3. Ball on the 46. Low snap. End around to Keel. Flag came in. That might move this one back. And they're going to get right to the marker. So looks like they'll get the first down, but the flag is going to go against Mount Horeb-Barneveld for the block. We got both officials standing right at the marker. And now we'll get the penalty call here from the official.
During the run, holding, offense, 10-yard penalty, third down.
And it'll be third down, and there it is, that holding penalty. So it's going to be third down here from the 40-yard line for Mount Horeb. And now, are we going to get a timeout? Well, the officials might have, look like they're going to get a meeting here to discuss something. It's officially going to be a 3rd and 17, by the way. That ball marked on the 40. It's hard to tell what the officials are discussing from up here, but hopefully we get some clarification. I think it was just with the spot of the football. They just need to get the spot right. Ball is on the 43. 3rd and 17. Again, shotgun formation. Hendrickson looking, throwing, incomplete. Oh boy, we'll have to see now on the 3rd and 14. Do they decide? Got a Gosling player down here, a lot of traffic back there. They officially do call an injury timeout for the Goslings, although it didn't seem like much, but we'll see. It's going to be 4th and 14, and it looks like Mount Horeb will punt it away. We saw in the previous, their only other punt of the game, Zach McGuire had a really good punt. So we can be truthful here. Listen, the Goslings get a big stop. Looks like the Gosling down in the field is Xavier Martinez. And he's going to be walking off. Just be a cramping situation, I would assume, but it certainly seems to be that way. But nonetheless, this is big for the Goslings to force a punt here on the first drive of the second half. Need as much clock as possible. They're going to get the chance to get the ball back and see what they're able to do. Looks like the official's trying to get the clock to wind. There it goes. 4th and 14. Back to punt is Zach McGuire. He had one punt earlier today. It was a good one. Ooh, that one was a high snap. Got to get this one off a little quicker. High end over end kick. It's going to bounce at the 20 and take a Mount Horeb bounce all the way inside the 10. Not exactly what they were looking for the Goslings. They're going to start with that ball on the 9. That one's got to be fair caught and down. So I think they're probably going to tell Alexander Damon, that's exactly what they're telling him right now. It looks like on the sideline to just catch that ball and just down it next time. And I think that's exactly what the discussion is. There as the student section is doing the wave, it appears.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it's time for the 50-50 raffle drawing. Get out your red 50-50 tickets. The winning ticket is
Well, they got the entire crowd doing the wave out here. There we go. 1st and 10 for the Goslings. They will mark it at the 19. And there's just not much there. Mitchell, the ball carrier. The wave is very, no doubt, distracting here.
He's tackled by Andrew Jones. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 for the Goslings.
All right, 2nd down and 9. Ball on the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 1 on 1st down for Mitchell. Cashing in the pistol formation again. He's going to look left. Now he's going to roll that way. Trust his legs first. Floats one up in the air. That is not good, and it's incomplete, thankfully, for Cashin. And now it's going to be 3rd and 9.
Cash's pass intended for touch balls incomplete. 3rd and 9 for the Goslings.
Let's see if the Goslings have drawn up here. Definitely need a big conversion here. .9:25 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Goslings got to capitalize on getting that 3 and out on the last drive. Uh-oh, flags come in. Goslings might have jumped off sides. That will not help.
False stop. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
And so make it a 3rd down and 14 for the Goslings. Backed up to the 15-yard line. Yeah, the Goslings took some momentum back at the end of the half. A bit of a challenge since. Cashin ends up in the pistol formation here. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Cashin looks left, throws that way. There is nobody there. Like he was intending for Alexander David. The ball just did not get there. So the Goslings are going to have to punt it away on their first drive of the 2nd half. 9:21 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. It's only been I would say more competitive. I mean, the score tells you one thing, but you add in the block punt touchdown and you take that away. I think it changes things a little bit. The bells are out in the crowd as we have a penalty. I think Watertown's got to back up 5 more yards.
Dead ball. False start. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Done.
And that's indeed what happens. This will be a challenging punt, no doubt. Backed up all the way to the 10 now, 4th and 19. Horeb almost jumped off sides, and now a flag comes in again. And did they get Watertown to move again? It looks like Mount Horeb might have jumped, but we'll see. Nobody's moving yet. I think they're deciding. Trying to figure out who jumped first. From my vantage point, it looks like Mount Horeb jumped first, but we'll see. Long pause here.
False start. Offense. 5-yard.
And so Brent Yagi, our official, tells us it is false start on Watertown. So now back to the 5. 4th and 24. They're crowding the box here again. Again, trying to get the Goslings to jump off sides. The kick is away, retrieved. And trouble here. Knocked out of bounds near the 10-yard line. At least that's where he kicked it. Is Tyrus Hastings. And that is where they're going to mark it, right around the 10, 11-yard line. My penalty is just a killer on that drive for the Goslings. They got off the field the last time on defense, but this is a morale killer when you have the defense have to start at your opponent's 11 and try to get a stop. It's just too difficult. The give here will go to Preemsberger as he gets it down close to the 5. Looks like they'll probably mark it around the 7-yard line. Yeah, they'll say the 6 officially. 2nd down and 5. Hendrickson looking, pumps once, throws, what a catch, and they say touchdown. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable grab in the corner. That's incredible.
Hendrickson's pass is complete to number 9, Max Grundle, for the Viking touchdown.
Well, it's Max Grundle on the reception there. I don't know how he caught it, but he caught it. Now, this is the first time we've seen Mount Horeb attempt an extra point tonight. They've gone for the 2-point conversion every time. And it's blocked. And so the extra point is no good. Maybe that's why they don't try it very often. I don't know, but I have a feeling they're not going to like that. I think when you get to playoff time, and I think that's when you need to start kicking, and if you don't do it as much during the regular season, I think that they could hurt you, even though they like to go for 2. Once you start playing a lot better opponents, it's going to be harder to pick up those 2-point conversions. So nonetheless, the score holds at 44-14. They only get 6 out of the touchdown, not 7. Or 8, as they sometimes do. See if the Goslings can capitalize here in a 30-point game. 8:38 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. We said it before, the Goslings have shown a lot of fight tonight. A big pick 6 from Brady Crane. Touchdown pass right before the half from Davis Cashin to Alexander David. The big key for the Goslings is going to be get positive yards, especially on early downs. Whatever it takes. So here we go. Zach McGuire will kick it away for Mount Horeb-Barneveld. That kick will bounce into the end zone, right over the pylon for a touchback. And so the Goslings will start at the 20-yard line here for their next possession. Again, Mount Horeb comes away with 6, but they are unable to convert the extra point. First time they attempted an extra point all evening. So here we go. See if the Goslings can get a drive going. So 1st and 10. Cashin's going to line up an inverted pistol formation here. Ball was snapped low. The pitch goes out to Mitchell, and the ball came loose. And did Mount Horeb fall on it? It looks like they did. It's a turnover. And so the Vikings are going to get it once again at the 20-yard line, and they will get the ball. Boy, that's a tough one. Oh, no, now they're saying... All right, now they're going to say incomplete pass. So the offense will come back onto the field. The Goslings defense leaves. Be that as it may. I think the officials got it right, just to say the least. I was thinking. Gonna look that way. Cashin comes back in after getting the play call. So the drive continues. 2nd and 10. Cashin again in the pistol formation. Mitchell right behind him. They fake it on the end around. Cashin tries to keep it himself. He's hit and dropped in the backfield. I believe a flag just came flying in as well. We'll have to see what that is.
Here's Cashin is tackled by number 2, Jack Wilson.
Jack Wilson
There's a flag on the play.
made the tackle. And we'll see what the flag is. Probably in the area of a hold.
During the run, holding, offense, a penalty, decline, result of the play, put her down.
So they declined the penalty. Cashin's going to run over to the sideline and get the play call. It'll be a 3rd down and 15 officially after the loss. Pistol formation again. Cashin gets the snap. Looks deep and incomplete. Cameron Kranz was bumped. He just looked over to the official. He's wondering why there was no flag. I don't think the ball was catchable. That may be what they're ruling there.
4th down for the Goslings.
And now the Goslings will send on the punting unit on 4th down. And once again, it looks like Mount Horeb is going to stack the box. They did that last time. They caused the Goslings to jump off sides 3 plays in a row. They're going to do it again here. The punt is away. This kick is going to bounce at the 40. I'm surprised they let this one roll as far as they did. It looks like it went out of bounds right at the 45. That's where the official is walking in, and that is where Mount Horeb will start their next drive. The Goslings, after tonight, will head on the road once again next week. They play Kewaskum. Same start time, 7 o'clock, and then they'll come back here, back-to-back home games. First on the 27th against Plymouth, and then on October 4th against Beaver Dam. Be an exciting couple of games there. Maybe try to pick up a victory or two if they split that home series. That'd be nice. Handoff here on the play. Boy, oh boy, big run once again. It looked like that was Jack Wilson who got the carry for Mount Horeb. They're going to hurry up to the line. Clock will continue to wind. 7:39 and counting. Alex David made the tackle. And again, the carry will go to Jack Wilson.
Wilson on the carry. Alexander David on
Looks like he'll be shy, maybe about a yard or two of the first down. Alex David again on the tackle. 2nd and 1 officially from the 36-yard line. Hendrickson throws screen to Keel. He's got a first down and more, and he's brought down by Alex David yet again. Brady Crane is remaining down for a little bit longer period. Now he's good.
First down Vikings.
And it's a first down for Mount Horeb-Barneveld. More whistles, and that might be Brady Crane still struggling to find his balance. That appears to be what it is. A tough loss for this Goslings defense. Crane had the pick 6 earlier on. He's been all over the field tonight. With 6:47 remaining here in the third quarter, it feels like the third quarter is really dragged on. Crane is able to get to his feet. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll try to keep an eye out and see if Crane can return. So 1st and 10 coming up here for the Goslings. Excuse me, for the Vikings. Ball on the 27, the snap. Hendrickson looks outside. He's got his tight end. Big pile up over there near the sideline. Catch was made by Hayden Anderson. A lot of Goslings in there on the tackle. Alex David was the first one to hit him. Going to be a first down, and they're going to move the chains here for the Vikings. Ball. Sorry, I'm over the place. It's actually a second down here for the Vikings. Hendrickson gives on the carry. And again, it is Jack Wilson fighting his way closer to a first down, but he's a bit short by maybe a yard. That is, looks like inches. Even Smothers was in there on the tackle. So let's see what they have in mind on the 3rd down and 1. Ball on the 18. They go right back to Wilson, and he's got the first down on the second cut, and he's brought down close to the 10, the official walking in around the 12. And it's going to be enough for a first down. Aiden Billiard was in on the tackle for the Goslings. So Chance Hortendick was in there as well. Here's the handoff again to Wilson, trying to get the edge, and he is dragged down. Goslings are trying to get everything they can here to stop. It's going to be near the 5-yard line. Make it about a 2nd and 3 or 4. Snap is low. They give it. Now they throw it. Oh, what a catch. And they're to say incomplete. Could not hang on. Officially will bring up a 3rd down and 4. For the Vikings. And the ball here on the far 5-yard line. Hendrickson in the gun. He's got a back to his left and a back to his right. 2 receivers, one to the left, one to the right. They do give it here and into the end zone. It is Keel for the touchdown. Chris Keel has his 5th touchdown of the night. What an evening for him. So we'll see if The Vikings decide to try the extra point again or go for two. Looks like they're going to try the extra point again. Zach McGuire is out there. Here comes the extra point. It was blocked the last time around. This time around, McGuire nails it through. Or did he miss it? He missed it. So they had to block the first time around on the PAT attempt. This one is no good, and maybe this is why they don't kick extra points very often, because they've only tried twice tonight. The first one blocked, the second one no good. So it remains 50-14. Eventually we'll move to that, where the clock, the moving clock, it'll keep rolling. At this point, it is a 40. .36-point lead. We'll have to see when that rolling clock will begin. With 5:41 left here in the third, it is Mitchell and Cashin who are back deep to return the kick. On Horeb taking a while to get into their lineup here, but it will be Zach McGuire who will kick it away. And here we go, whistles blow, play will resume. And again, this kick will sail over the head of Mitchell, and it will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So the Goslings will start this drive at the 20-yard line. And hopefully this one will go a little better. And again, you know, Goslings have had their moments tonight. The big pick six by Brady Crane. We'll keep an eye to see if he comes back out. Usually he's out there on the kick returns, but he was not. Davis Cashin came running in, so we'll keep an eye on Brady Crane and see if he does indeed come back in.
First and 10 Goslings from the 10-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10 from the 20. Again, they load the backfield. Mitchell on the carry. And he cuts back. Mitchell still on his feet. Malik Mitchell still going. Cuts one more time around the 40. He's still going to the 45. What a run. Malik Mitchell. I said earlier that he is a special player. He sure is. And he gets a first down for the Goslings and gets the crowd fired up in the process. So move it all the way up to the 45 for the Chains, and that will give a fresh set for Watertown. 4:47 and counting remaining here. And they fake it to Mitchell. Davis Cashin is going backwards, and boy, he probably should have just tried to throw it away. Instead, he's tackled for a big loss.
Davis Cashin the ball carrier.
They just lost a lot of the yards that they picked up. And move that ball all the way back to the 35 now. Loss of 10. Second and 20 coming up. That's one of those plays for Davis Cashin where you just got to throw it away. Got to be smart with the ball. Inverted pistol here. They give it on the end around. Connor Clutch was on the receiving end of that end around, and he carries it, maybe for a gain of 1 or 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 19 officially. Shows how big that sack was. You got to just throw that ball away. One of those learning curves, if you will. The Goslings have a player down. And it looks like it is Connor Clutch who is injured. Hopefully he will be okay as he makes his way off the field. Clock stopped for an injury. Now the clock will wind. Two minutes, 58 seconds left on the 3rd down and 19 for the Goslings. Cashin gets the snap. Looks deep left side, intercepted. And back the other way, it's going to go all the way down the field and into the end zone for a touchdown. Owen Ashelman returns it. There is a flag down, however. Back near the 25-yard line, so we'll hold on for a minute. Would have had a block in the back. Let's see what the officials say here. They've certainly taken some time to get the calls right. Play occurred on the return. They'll place the ball at the 35-yard line, and that is where Mount Horeb will begin this drive, and they will wind the clock with 2:30 and counting. So Hendrickson in the gun. Jack Wilson is the running back to his right. 2 receivers spread to the left, 1 to the right. They give it to Wilson, who makes a couple of nice cuts, and he makes his way down across the 30, and he is stopped there. Clock continues to wind here in the 3rd quarter. 2 minutes remaining. Hendrickson looks over to his sideline, now moves up for the play. He's in the shotgun once again, running back to his left. Low snap. Hendrickson looks left side, now will throw that way, and he overthrows his intended receiver. Incomplete. Looks like it was Owen Ashelman who was out there. And the ball was just overthrown. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Again, the clock will continue to wind. They have the moving clock on now. They fake the handoff, and now they pitch it out. And it is going to be caught by Anderson as he works his way down the sideline. Well, he's taking some shots to the knees tonight, and he's up a little slow, but Hayden Anderson gives a 1st down for Mount Horeb-Barneveld. The shots are not easy when you take a helmet right to the knee. Definitely does not feel good. Under a minute here in the 3rd quarter. The handoff goes to Jack Miller, and he is dragged down, but not before he gains close to 9. Excuse me, it is Jack Wilson. They're going to hurry up to the line here on 2nd and 1. And the ball hits the ground. The handoff again goes to Wilson. He fights his way forward, trying to get close to the goal line. He is going to be near the 3. Looks like where the official is walking in. He does have the 1st down. They hurry it up yet again. Ball is on the 3, and again that ball hit the ground, and now we have a stoppage of play. Back-to-back bad snaps. We'll see what the officials say here. Clock will keep winding. And that's going to end the third quarter. Penalty will go against Watertown. And so at the end of the third quarter, it is Mount Horeb 50 and Watertown 14. And again, the clock will remain moving here with the score the way it is. Only stoppage will come with an injury. And end of quarter, which we just had. So the final 12 from Watertown High School about to take place. We'll move the ball down to the other end of the field, line it up at the 3, and Mount Horeb will have it on a first down situation here. So again, Mount Horeb looking like they're about to move to 4-0 on the season. It's been a really, really nice start for them. They had a win in game 1 against Baldwin Woodville. That game was at Mount Horeb High School. Then they went on the road at Monroe, got a 39-7 win. Last week at home against Beaver Dam wasn't a pretty win, but they got a win, 13-9. Much better performance here tonight in Watertown with a 50-14 lead as we start the fourth quarter. So here we go. Hendrickson again in the shotgun. Ball again on the ground. And they're going to dump it off, and it will be a touchdown. Flag came down. Anderson made the catch for the touchdown for a moment. Let's see if they wipe it off or if they keep it. Clock is stopped again. They got to keep it winding here. There's a moving clock. Even a penalty does not stop the clock when they have the rolling clock situation on, so that is the clock is still moving.
Single man downfield. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
All right, so it's an ineligible man downfield for Mount Horeb. Backs it up a few. Uh-oh, that snap is high. They've had some trouble with the snaps on this drive. Jack Wilson fell on it and was able to recover. Thank goodness for them, but well, that ball's been skipping on the ground almost for a few plays in a row now. That one went too high up and over the head of Brooks Hendrickson. Second down and goal, but it does feel like a long goal. Hendrickson looks left, now goes back to his right and throws it, and it is incomplete. Looking for Anderson in the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get it there. Really nice coverage on the play by Ethan Relo. The third down and goal. A long goal with the ball on the 20. Well, let's see if the Goslings can hold them to maybe a field goal attempt here. I don't know if they would go for it on fourth and what is technically 20. Hendrickson's got a look out. He throws it way deep and incomplete. Not a catchable ball, it appears. And it is fourth down, and we'll have to see. Decision time for Mount Horeb. Do they just go for it and see what happens, or do they try to kick a field goal? Looked like McGuire was running onto the field. No, Hendrickson will stay. Well, if it were me, I would say just go for it and get whatever yards you can get and worst things come to worst, you give the Goslings the ball in tough field position. That's exactly what they're going to do here on 4th and goal. Again, just to explain the confusion, they had 1st and goal at the 3. Penalty and a bad snap, moved the ball back, and now we're at the 20. Hendrickson throwing, incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs. Too many moving parts that time, and unable to haul it in is Anderson, and so the Goslings will get it right at the 20-yard line to start this drive, as if they had gotten a touchback, and that's probably why Mount Horeb went for it. You say worst case scenario, you end up with the ball at the 20. Officially, they'll say the 19, it appears. I'm surprised they haven't moved it up a yard, but the 19 it is for Davis Cashin and company. Again, an inverted pistol formation. Mitchell the back. He gets the carry. A nice cut again. He works his way out across close to the 25-yard line. He's probably right there. So the officials are spotting it. That's going to be a gain of 5 on 1st down, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 from the 25. Nice carry. Mitchell's had a really nice night for the Goslings. If there is a silver lining, obviously his performance has been great. He gets it again. Mitchell goes left side, looking for help from his blockers down the sideline, across the 45 in midfield, and he's dragged out of bounds into Mount Horeb territory, and the Goslings moving the chains once again. We'll mark it right at midfield. I thought he got out a little past that, but they say midfield is the call. 7:31 and counting left here in the 4th quarter. Goslings trying to get something to take away from this game at least. Cashin, low snap, handoff goes to Mitchell again. And he cuts left side once again. Mitchell on the run. He's got another 1st down. And he's tackled close to the out-of-bounds line, but they'll move the chains. And they will officially mark him up near the 37-yard line. Where it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Goslings. Scoreboard says 1st and 50. That is not accurate. It should be a 1st and 10. Cashin again in the inverted pistol formation. One receiver to the left, one to the right. They give it on the pitch. And around, Connor Clutch gets the edge this time to the 20, out of the 10, and he's dragged down, and he lost the ball, but out of bounds. Well, Gosling's cooking up something here with 6:20 remaining. And it is a 1st down for Connor Clutch. They'll move that ball all the way down to the 5, and that is where the Goslings will have a 1st and goal. We're going to pack the box again here are the Goslings. So is Mount Horeb, by the way. They give it to Mitchell. He tries to get the edge. He's still fighting forward. Oh my, took a big hit. Didn't get much. That was a dangerous hit. Mitchell's had his leg wrapped up in there. He seems to be okay, but he took a shot. And it'll be a 2nd and goal here. Looks like they moved the ball back to the 6-yard line. .5:11 remaining. Remember, the clock will keep rolling when we stop for an injury. Cashin in the inverted pistol formation yet again. Snap was low. Give is to Mitchell again. He's going to try to get the edge. Mitchell to the end zone. Touchdown, Watertown. Well, Malik Mitchell has worked hard all night, and give a lot of credit to this Goslings front for getting down the field and getting in for a touchdown. Certainly a lot of size along that Vikings defensive front, and they did a nice job that time, did the Goslings, of getting down the field. Colton Stye is on to try the extra point. Low snap, but the kick is no good. They say he pushed it. And so it will remain a 30-point game, 20-50 in favor of Mount Horeb with 4:52 remaining. The snap was just low on that one, and they couldn't get a good look. Student section and the cheerleaders still doing their best to fire up the crowd with the final 4:52 remaining. Well, we've seen it a couple times tonight, but probably expect an onside kick attempt here from Alex Krogan. But we'll see what they decide to call, and why not? Doesn't hurt at this point. They jump around in the student section now. Big game tomorrow at Camp Randall. I think the fans are letting us know here. There's Alabama in town to take on the Badgers tomorrow at Camp. A lot of people are fired up about that tomorrow morning, but this is Friday Night Lights here. Nothing better than playing under the lights on a Friday night. We'll give it the clock stop, 4:52. Colton Stye lining up. It looks like they're going to try the onside kick, and we'll see. Mount Horeb certainly thinks they will. They are stacking most players up near midfield. They've tried the surprise onside kick a couple times. Here it is again. This one, takes a Gosling bounce, and they're going to land on the football. And Watertown is going to get it on the onside kick. Well, why not? If they can find a moral victory, I suppose they can find it. So Davis Cashin and the offense will come back out. They've been trying that onside kick all night. They were hoping for something like that to happen. We get the bounce to go their way. They finally do, and now an opportunity. The clock will be rolling, however. That is going to be the challenge here with 4:12 and counting remaining in this game. Goslings are short a man. And now running out onto the field is Jackson Medina. And looks like a dead play here. A reversing course is Cashin. We're going to get a block in the back as Cashin is across the 50, all the way down the sideline, but this one is coming back. That wasn't much of a block in the back, but it was enough. 3 flags came flying in to indicate that block in the back there. A really nice play by Davis Cashin, and the block in the back, if that would have been wiped out, boy, that would have given the Goslings a nice opportunity here. The clock, remember, continuing to roll here because of the score late in this one, but the effort will not go by the wayside. The Goslings still could use their 3 timeouts, even though this clock is moving, and I think you would expect Alex Krogan to do that, and we'll see. Cashin will line up again with Mitchell directly behind him. Another back to his left. It's Clutch. They're going to give it to Mitchell. And he fights his way down to the 40, and he's wrestled out of bounds. And they're looking for a late hit here, and they're not going to get the call. Certainly thought they could. Levi Meyer was right there. Drove him out of bounds. Looked like a late hit, but they don't call it. So the ball will be here on the 40-yard line for the Goslings. Second down and 12. Cashin immediately is going to roll left. He's going to keep it. He's going to find some blockers. Cashin upfield. Got a first down and more. And they'll move the chains. I don't see any flags. I'll look for that right away, but it's a first down for the Goslings. 1 minute, 28 seconds left. I'm curious if they're going to use, I would think about using the timeouts if I were Coach Krogan, just to try to give this team something to build off of. You know, they had a lot less time than this before the half, and they put together a nice drive. And we'll see what they decide to do here. Cashin calling the play. I think you might see this moving forward. A little bit more running base with their quarterback. Cashin launches one deep down the left sideline and takes a shot. Flag came flying in. And we might have a Gosling. And now we have a flag down, we have an injury. So a lot going on here on this play, but an injury timeout assessed here to Watertown with 42.8 seconds left. Coach Krogan does have 2 in his pocket if he would like to use them. Why not? You have them, you might as well. We'll see what they decide to do. Regardless, Mount Horeb will indeed move to 4-0 tonight, and they continue to look really good. Tough look last week against Beaver Dam, but they bounced back. Caden Holden brought it all the way back across. He seems to be okay. He was the injured Gosling on the sideline. Clock will probably start here momentarily on the officials' wind. That running clock will continue. They did have the timeout, actually, so trying to listen to the official. Here we go. Clock is not winding because of the timeout. That makes sense. Handoff here will go to Medina. Oh, a lot of extracurricular here, but actually the carry went to Micah Miller. Clock continuing to wind. 25 seconds. Trying to build off something. We'll see. So far, no sign that they're going to use the timeouts, and I think Mount Horeb was offsides. A lot of confusion. A lot of confusion here with the clock, but nonetheless, 7.9 showing on the scoreboard. We'll see if they put more time back on. The officials might be discussing that real quick. We'll keep it at 7.9. The clock, this could be the last play, or one of the last plays. Cashin in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Running back to the left of Cashin is Micah Miller. And here we go. Cashin gets the snap, lost the ball. Blitz coming. Down he goes. And they'll let the clock wind out. And that will do it. And so the ball game is over. So Watertown, they gave it a fight tonight, no doubt. But the fight was not enough. Final score this evening from Watertown High School, Mount Horeb-Barneveld 50, Watertown 20. Once again, next week, the Goslings will head back on the road. And they'll head to Kewaskum High School. Meanwhile, for Mount Horeb, they remain unbeaten. Next week, they have a tough matchup against Stoughton at home, so that will be on the docket for Mount Horeb. So the final score again tonight from Watertown High School, it is Mount Horeb-Barneveld 50 and Watertown 20. Again, I am Ethan Bust for this Watertown TV production. We want to thank you for joining us this evening. Have a good night, everybody, and we will see you in a couple weeks.